The Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Yesterday I did my Yahoo shift, and let's see, I went to no, I didn't go to CVS. I went to the credit union to deposit my paycheck from Aces Up from the casino party I worked the night before, but that's not the big thing I did yesterday. Oh, I know what happened. I went to Micro Center. All my Micro Center stuff is in the car. I don't think I have anything to show. Let's see. No, not really. So Micro Center is kind of like a Fry's Electronics. They're pretty much a Southern California chain, but they have one in Santa Clara, and at Mercado. And my uncle, I visited Thursday, and he gave me this thing he got in the mail, and he says, it says here, actually I should have, no, I recycled it. It says here, if you bring this in, you'll get a 4 GB either flash drive or a SDHC memory card. Well, I don't have anything that takes a memory card, but I can always use another flash drive because I'm always putting them all over the place. Like, for example, here's another 4 MB flash drive, but this is a SanDisk one that I think my girlfriend bought. So I said, well, it's on the way to hockey. I might as well stop in and pick up a free flash drive and go to the game. So I went to Micro Center, and there's like 5 people in line signing up. And I'm like, signing up? I look, they are doing kind of like a Safeway Club card thing, a rewards card. And their whole thing is you don't need to remember to bring your card with you. And it's kind of good thinking, I guess, because think about when you go to the store and you don't have your card with you. And you got to tell them your phone number, and they got to punch it in. And it's like, why ever having your card in the first place? There's no benefit when you can just tell them your phone number. So Micro Center says, that's right. So, fuck that shit. No card for you. Just write down a 4-digit PIN and just tell us your last name and your PIN, and we'll find you in our system. Which, you know, unless your last name is Smith and you pick 1, 2, 3, 4, you should be okay. So, I signed up, and that was how I got my 4 GB flash drive. Now, the thing is everybody got one. So, the mailer that looked like a coupon was just a come on to get you to come in. And so the woman working there, she's complaining about how she has to stay late because one person left early and the other person that was supposed to come in didn't come in at all. But it's okay because she needs the extra hours anyway. And I said to her, oh, so at least it's overtime then, right? And she goes, well, no, because I don't work 30 hours a week, so I don't get overtime. And I was like, well, wait a minute. If you work more than 8 hours in California, it doesn't matter how many hours in a week you work. You get overtime. You could work 1 day a week, but if it's a 10-hour shift, you get 2 hours of overtime. So I was like, oh, is Micro Center not following California labor laws? I wonder. Because for a couple of years in the past decade, when Davis was governor, we changed it so it was 40 in a week instead of 8 in a day. And a lot of people like that because then some companies would give them 4 10s and they'd get 3 days off. And I think that's pretty neat. But then they switched it back. I don't know, labor unions, I don't know. Doesn't make much of a difference to me. I'm a salary guy. But so she's talking and talking and talking, and all her daughters in Gilroy and her son and all this, and she's a nurse in Redwood City and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm just like, I've got a hockey game to go to. So I get my drive, and I get in the car, and I go to Oasis, and I get there at 8:48, and the game starts at 9. So I get my gear on just right before they drop the puck. So I didn't start, probably wouldn't have started anyway. And there were only 8 of us, so we had 5 forward, 3 defense. The forwards all rotated pickup style, so I got to play all 3 forward positions. And I was a -1, and we lost 5-2, and it wasn't that close. It was 5-0 early in the third, and then we got 2 at the end. But a lot of the people I'm used to playing with just weren't there. There were a lot of people there that were relatively new. But I don't know. They won because they scored more than we did. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Second game, I was a sub, and the team I was on won 4-2. I was a +3 in the game, and that was it. I was on the ice with the first goal that made it 1-0, and then they tied it, and then we made it 2-1, and then they tied it, and then in the third we scored 2 goals to make it 4-2. This one guy, Russ, that I know, he had a hat trick, and he pretty much scored the goals unassisted. It was one of those things where he was sick of the bullshit, and so he said, fuck this, give me the puck. He went around like 5 different skaters and scored. So hooray for that, I suppose. and it was nice to be on the winning team. So for the night, +2, nothing else, and my team lost, but I went 1-1 overall. And I found something in my stride that made me skate faster. Oh, and the second game was only 7 skaters, and it was complete pickup, so I played all positions except left defense and center, oddly enough. It just worked out that way. But I figured out something. I've got enough balance on my skates now that I can actually kind of run in them, and what that means is I can accelerate faster. So I was actually passing people on the ice, so I'm getting better. And it might have helped. The goalie seemed appreciative of our good effort in the game. He was happy to have won. He felt he played well too. But yeah, not a lot of keywords there, I know. It's going to be all about Micro Center today. Micro Center will be sending me offers in the mail, and apparently every time I use my user ID or whatever the hell they call it, I will get coupons at the register. Great. Just what I need is more fucking coupons to go with my CVS ones. Ad starts today. I'll talk about it probably in Tuesday's episode if I remember. And that's pretty much it. I did not get to watch the Meg Whitman-Jerry Brown debate because I fell asleep, and I cannot find it anywhere online archived, and it pisses me off because I knew this is what was going to happen. I really wanted to see it. I don't want to just hear 5 minutes of excerpts from it. I want to see the whole fucking thing, and that's just not an option anymore. So, literally, you snooze, you lose. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.